tonight ain't the night. Knowing the price, pay it off with my life. Till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ, and he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call them Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. Flex on occasion. It's the strangest of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them chariots coming invasion since the creation. War, mine, Lord, bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, buddy, cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish. Whoa. Said he won't woke, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
I can't wait for our kingdom to start and for there to be finished. Get rid of all of their idols and lying religions. Look for the crown like an Edris. Hey, this that crown talk. Wisdom of Solomon 5 talk. This that second Edris 6 and 9. We want eyes talk. It's your time to end. And my time again. It's our time to win. Away with the sin. You know what it is. Rejoice with my kin. See that is why we repented. Go to streets, I can see myself in it. The city is bright, the kingdom of light. A wonderful sight past the angels, the inner light. I need 1,000 years of labor. Sit on my throne with my savior. Try to know wine, press alone. He bring pain like major. You think the nations is equal to us? TK Kirkland, who raised you? Flex on occasion, my God a racist. That's why we moving with patience. It's been a long time coming. I spent my whole life running. Now that I'm 10 toes down and established my faith on 100. Woe to the nations, my king will race them. You know they gotta be punished. Jeremiah 25. Yeah, you know they gon' fry. Whoa. Said he won't woke, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
Yo.
1 2 1 2. I don't hear nothing.
I can hear it, but it's
1 2
very
1 2
low.
1 2.
We're 1 2.
Turn it up,
1
turn it
2.
up.
Yes.
It is
I can hear
very
it's
low.
It's super low.
Sorry.
Super low. Oh, there we
There
go. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Oh, that's the one. That's
Ch-ch-chi.
the one.
Hey, yes. Shalom, family. Most High in Christ bless y'all. We pray all is well with y'all. What's good? Shalom, all YouTube. Hey, we on Facebook Live as well. So shout out to the Facebook Live team. All right, we are back. The Nehemia Squad. We're going to reintroduce ourselves. I'm Captain Zakai.
Hey, I'm Officer Shim.
Officer Judah.
Yes, sir. Hey, family, put that thumbnail back up. All right, so today's show is called Herbs versus Big Pharma. What really heals you? All right, and tonight our special guest is Dasan the Medicine Man. We're not going to bring him on just yet. All right, we're going to play a couple of things. All right, play video number 10 real quick before we bring in our guest. Number 10. Hey, before y'all, hey, hold on. Before you hit play, hey, make sure, hey, brothers and sisters who's watching, y'all could call in tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Dasan will be taking a couple of questions. Y'all ain't gonna hold me here all night asking questions. You know what I'm saying? You know how they gonna get down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is spaghetti a vegetable? No, it's not. It's not a vegetable.
Can you break down gin?
Right. It's not a vegetable. All right. So y'all can call in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get in the queue. Make sure to put that ID, that meeting ID in there. All right. And then when we're ready to bring you on, we're going to bring you on. All right. So, hey, hit number 10, y'all.
Holistic healing is an integrated approach to healthcare that considers the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of an individual in the healing process.
Hey, stop. What are we doing? Not yet. What's going on, brothers? Yeah, before you bring that on. Right, so tonight we're going to be talking about holistic healing, all right? So we're going to be going into the herbs, different preventative measures, and some impossible. We're gonna let the brother speak for himself in regards to the cure, like how you can cure certain things, right? We're gonna get into that, but I want to play one more thing before we bring them out. All right, that video y'all was about to play, bring that up and start it at 35 seconds. Started at 35 seconds. 35 seconds, y'all. Yeah, there you go. Hit play.
I need some of this, but I need probably like a pound, half a pound.
Hey, hit pause for a second. So this video right here is showing Dasan. He's selling. It's almost like if you selling the wacky tobacco. You know what I mean? Right. So y'all know when y'all going to. Well, listen, I don't want to talk crazy, but you know how it is. So he's selling ounces, right? He's saying it's an ounce, but it looked like it's what do you call it? Sea moss. That's what it looked like from here. But we're gonna go into it later. So that's what we picking it up right here. All right, hit play, y'all.
You need that's the more mineral density too.
Go that sea moss.
We got more in the back. Yep, a little bit more purple.
Hit pause, hit pause. So this is his store, Natrully Herbs. All right. And it's a little video here, a little song real quick. We're going to play a little bit of it. Then we're going to jump. Right after that, brothers, play a little bit and then jump to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And then we're going to bring out our guests. Go ahead, hit play. Hold on, stop. I'm sorry. The microphone is sea moss. Go ahead.
Yeah, Natrully Herbs got that alkaline soul food. If you want the best food in the bay, roll through. Put some sea moss in my potion. Harvest it fresh from the ocean. Natrully Herbs got that alkaline soul food. If you want the best food in the bay, roll through. Put some sea moss in my potion. I just roll.
All right, yo, go to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We're gonna get right into our brother. We're gonna let him represent, then we're gonna bring him out. Bring it back a little. All right, there you go.
Got that alkaline soul food. If you want the best food in the bay, roll through. Put some sea moss in my potion. I just drove up here from Oakland.
This Bay music, the richest. We cooking alkaline in the kitchen. We eat fresh food cause we tryna live. You still eating meat, man, that shit dead. We speak the truth, but we do eat lion's mane. Got the chicken of the woods in the frying pan. If you got diabetes, eat bitter melon. If you ready for a cleanse, that's the secret weapon. We healing everybody. Check the records. Herpes, lupus, and different cancers. Time to tap in. We got the answers. Stop going to the doctor, getting handled. I feel so good, radiating. Chef P got the soul food penetrating. If you ain't heard about us, get off the curb. Your family herb store, Natrully Herbs.
Natrully Herbs got that.
All right. So yeah, let's bring out Dasan the Medicine Man. Dasan, where you at, bro? Where's our brother at? Dasan, what's good, bro?
What's going on? How you doing today?
Hey, good, bro. Good to have you. It's good to finally meet you. We've been hearing about you for a good while, bro, because a lot of people in our congregation actually been to your spot. You might not even know that, but they've been to the spot. They got cleansings, and they be complaining, oh, my God, this stuff is bitter. I don't know if I can get through it. You know what I mean? But they wind up losing weight. Good things is happening, you know? So, Dasan, just introduce yourself. Let us know how you got into, being an herbalist.
Okay.
All right. And let us know your stores and all
I'm
that.
Dasan the Medicine Man. I'm from Richmond, California. My wife and I had our last 2 children at home. When we had my daughter, Shia, the midwife helped my wife heal fast. So that's what sparked the interest into herbs. My wife took some classes at Aloni, and her teacher allowed her to bring, allowed the students to bring family on an herb walk. And we went around the lake in Oakland and another herbal garden in Oakland. But the lake stood out to me because before we got halfway around, she had pointed out about 40 different herbs A lot of them were weeds and stuff that, you know, I was yanking out the ground and throwing away, like dandelion and stuff like that. And she pointed out feverfew, which is one of the herbs that stuck out for me because it's good for headaches. And I dealt with headaches since a child and had been hospitalized, got spinal taps checked for meningitis. And to know that it was another option other than taking Excedrin and Tylenol, and even having to be on morphine at times when it got extreme, this was a good option for me. So I went to the herb shop and bought some and tried it. It wasn't the ultimate fix, but it definitely helped me get off of those pharmaceuticals. But later on, I found out about sea moss and started taking it on a regular. And after about a good month of taking it consistently, I realized I hadn't gotten any more headaches. So my issue was I was severely mineral deprived. And that's what was causing me to have those headaches. So from there, just started to study the body and learn how the body works, and then was able to see how, you know, I could use herbs to help repair myself first. I used to be a heavy drinker and destroyed, you know, my liver and my kidneys. And I had to repair myself first. And from there, you know, was able to, you know, help, you know, the community heal themselves. And, you know, I brought the herb shop to Richmond because this is where I'm from. And, you know, that's where it started.
That's right. When you bring up sea moss, so like you know, my family's from the Caribbean, right? So we grew up with that, right? I never liked it, right? So my mother would make it, I never liked it, right? So that would be something that'd be like a regular thing weekly. But then after a while, one time I just tried it and I was like, oh, it's all right. You know what I mean? And then we stayed on that. So that's like a staple. And then after a while, I saw it here. And then I saw it, you know, in the States or whatever, in New York, where I'm originally from, and then everybody just started kind of selling it normal. So, but it's good that, you know, our people, we starting to evolve into what, I'm saying evolve, but really we evolve into what we used to do. Usually evolving means
that's our regular, our old way.
Exactly, right. We evolve into the old way, which is crazy. So let me ask you, like, I know a lot of people come, they got different sicknesses and stuff. What's the biggest sickness you see of our people that they come and try to find herbs to help them with?
The biggest problem, they're not necessarily coming for that, but the problem is digestion. Most people are not defecating and removing waste out of their colon enough. I have slippery elm and marshmallow root, which are two herbs that are good at repairing the digestive system from your esophagus all the way down. But most commonly is used for, you know, people who are backed up. And I've heard, the worst I've heard is once a month.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. The average person is not going at least 2 times a day. And most people eat at least 3 times a day. So if you eat 3 times a day, you should defecate 3 times a day. If you eat 4 times a day, you should defecate 4 times a day.
That's heavy.
But the average person is not going over 1 times a day, if once.
It was heavy. We've been taking like little supplements lately. Right. They got supplements and they got like digestive enzymes. But what it sounds like you doing is what they put in the digestive enzyme that they sell pill form. It sounds like you got the actual knowledge of where they getting the material to put in the pills.
Yeah, and then the pills is already a problem itself. Because, well, you know, if you using, it just depends. Like you say you're taking capsules. Some of them are made with pig intestines. And the other ones are made, say, vegetable capsules, right? But they're taking the vegetable cellulose. And humans really can't digest cellulose very well because it's like the tissue or the glue of the vegetables. And they're taking that part and making the capsule out of it. And that's like the hardest part to even break down. So if we're trying to take these capsules for a digestive issue, that's the last thing we should be doing is taking capsules. We should be making the actual teas. Because we're not cows or horses, or we're not herbivores. You know, we're frugivores. So we should be eating predominantly fruit, some vegetables, some nuts, and some seeds. But if we lean heavily on vegetables, initially it'll help you go. But after that, it'll back you up too. Because all that cellulose, we can't break it down.
That's crazy. We're gonna play something real quick because you mentioned something about actually going to the bathroom, and this is something that's hit number 7, y'all. pull up number 7 and go to the timestamp. I have it there. It's 11:35 or 11:30. You can start it there. All right. Video number 7, 11 minutes, 30 seconds. Start there. Hit play.
Stomach herbs. Yeah, I hit that.
Yeah. BK.
Tony Mission.
Hold on. Hit pause. Hey, y'all, I got to tell y'all, that's my neighborhood right there. I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? That's East Flatbush. Shout out. You know what I mean? Rude thing I'll go on. Yo, go ahead.
Stomach herbs. Yeah, I hit that.
Tony Missions has created a popular colon cleanser.
Hey, hit pause real quick, y'all. So this store right here, this is a natural herbal store, sort of like yours, Dasan, right? And I would go there a lot. I got a lot of stuff from there. They got everything in there. So I would buy, go and visit this place. When we pulled the video up, I didn't realize that it was this particular store. But yeah, hit play.
Dr. Missions, which is sold in over 90 health food stores across the tri-state.
Dr. Mission would be like using Clorox and soap.
Turn that up a little, y'all. Turn it up. It's low.
Called Dr. Missions, which is sold in over 90 health food stores across the tri-state.
Dr. Mission would be like using Clorox and soap for the internal organs, regardless of your diet. More so if your diet is poor, but even if your diet is good. For instance, you could be plant-based diet, but you still need to brush your teeth. You still need to take a shower. You still need to wash your hair. So, you still need to cleanse the inside because we wash ourselves, we wash our hair, we brush our teeth, we floss, we use mouthwash. Well, this is what you need to do for the all-important colon, the liver, the blood, the kidneys. They need the bitters. Nothing cleanses the internal organs like bitters.
So this is going to surprise a lot of people, but if this does surprise you, that means that you need to cleanse. At least 3 to 6 times per day, you need to have a bowel movement each day.
Hit pause.
That's crazy.
Right. So this is what the brother said. From between 3 to 6 times a day, you should be having a bowel movement. This is what the song is just bringing out. So I'm pretty sure most of us don't, right? You go to work, you probably go once, maybe twice, maximum, right? But like you was bringing out, Judah, because we on a new little diet plan or whatever, we going more than that now because we eating better. Right? Hey, y'all can drop that. Let's get back to Dasan. And Dasan, so do you subscribe to what they talking about in regards to having those certain bitters?
Bitters are great for activating your digestive system.
Right.
They also help, like say you lost your taste. The bitters will help restore your taste buds. Like when people were going through COVID and stuff like that, I give them some bitters and add a little cayenne pepper and bring their taste right back. Yeah, you got to think about it like this. Everything is alive. There's nothing that's dead. Even a stone or a rock that we think is just sitting there, it holds energy. And even the bacteria that's covering your tongue or parasites in your intestines, they don't like the bitters either. And when you drink them bitters, they getting out the way.
And when you talking about the bitters, you talking about the bitters in the bottle?
Well, the herbs, all he's doing is making teas and stuff and putting it in the bottle.
Okay.
So the bitters are the actual roots and teas.
All right, because the reason I ask is because there was a I don't know if you ever heard of this one. It was called like Angusta. I forgot the name of it, but it came in a bottle. I remember that as a kid, and then they would always give that to us every few months. They would give us these bitters. And we would take that, and I was supposed to clean. They tell you always it's cleaning the inside, but as a kid, you just thinking they just trying to be mean. You know what I'm saying? But it obviously was cleaning you out. That's heavy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, the bitters are great though. I use bitters, many bitters, in most of my cleanses.
Right. That's a good look, and especially with people with, like you said, with COVID, because you did have people that actually lost their taste. Not only for that time, but then afterwards.
Yeah.
That might be something to consider for anybody who's dealing with that. This is a beautiful thing. What really hits our people hard is high blood pressure, right? And so, how would you go about trying to help family with overcoming the high blood pressure?
So the way I deal with blood pressure is not a disease; it's a disease reaction. It's like a check engine light in your car.
Right, right.
So when something else is malfunctioning in the body, then the body will raise the pressure. So if you can't digest your food properly, that's a reason for the body to raise the pressure. If you're not absorbing any mineral content from the foods that you're eating, like you have malabsorption and you're eating it and the food's just going right back out, the body will raise the pressure. If your kidneys are not functioning properly and they're not able to get the waste out of your blood, the body will raise the pressure. If you're stressed out, the body will raise the pressure. So there's many different reasons why the body would choose to raise the pressure. But we could take blood pressure medication to suppress it, or we can even take herbs to suppress it. But that's forcing it down. That's not dealing with the root cause of it. So we have to check your kidneys and see if your kidneys are functioning properly. If they're not, then for our people, most oftentimes it's the kidneys, because we eat a lot of bread and pasta and rice.
Right.
All that starch and that carbonic acid clogs up the nephrons of the kidneys, which do the filtration. And then it stops the waste from leaving the body when we urinate, and all that trash goes back into the bloodstream with the minerals that we're supposed to be absorbing, and then the body starts feeding on all that trash. And then the body raises the pressure. So that's usually the culprit for our people, but there's many other contributors that can cause it too. But yeah, we definitely will get to the bottom of it.
Right. So when you say check for the check the body and check the kidneys, is that something that is done with you? Like, let's say you come to the store, you saying go to the doctor, find out, then come see you.
No, I don't care what they lab reports say. I've had many people come with like, oh no, my kidneys are fine. The doctor said, here, look, all you got to do is get a mason jar or any kind of clear glass jar that you can cover.
Right.
And first thing in the AM, you want to catch that first urine.
Right.
And let it sit for a whole 24 hours. And you checking for particles floating, a cloudiness, or a sand-like texture on the bottom of that jar. If you see any of that, that's a good sign that the kidneys is getting and cleaning all that waste out the blood. But if it's clear, even if it's yellow, then you know your kidneys are obstructed.
Really?
Absolutely.
So if it's clear with no sand, grit, nothing, that's bad.
That's 100% bad.
Wow.
Because you got to think about it. You got over 150 trillion cells that make up all the tissues, that make up all the organs, that make up all 12 organ systems. And all those cells defecate and urinate like you do. And that's called cellular waste. And your immune system, or your lymphatic system, which is the immune system, grabs all that cellular waste, dumps it in the bloodstream, and then your two kidneys have to clean and filter that out all day long. That's what they're doing, is grabbing trash and dumping it out. That's the only reason why we urinating every day. Anything that exits the body is waste. When you sit down and defecate, that's trash. When you urinate, that's trash. Pimples busting and eczema, psoriasis, herpes, anything that's exiting the body is something that needs to get out. Now, the only reason why the body's using the skin is because we either backed up in the kidneys, lymphatic system, or you're not having enough bowel movements every day.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff. You got some, bro? You got some?
Man, no, I'm interested.
Now you just brought up herpes, right? And this is like, I remember I was looking at your site, and you were talking about actually curing herpes. This is like the second or third time I've actually heard that, but I didn't know if there was actually a real cure for herpes, or is it something that
there's no cure for anything.
Okay,
your body has to heal itself. Because to say that there's a cure would mean that there is this miracle herb that you can take and then it just annihilates the situation.
Right.
That's not how it works. Your body, you have your own immune system.
Right.
And if you even take those two words, to be immune to something means that something can't harm you.
Right.
If you was immune to fire, I could try to burn you with a blowtorch and it wouldn't work. If you was immune to bullets, a whole army could be shooting at you.
Right.
Nothing's gonna happen. So we have 12 systems in the body. And one of those systems is supposed to give you immunity to everything that system fights against. The only system that is a defense system or army in the human body is your lymphatic system.
Right.
And it is a system. Well, first, what is a system? A system is a collection of energies that work together for a common goal or a purpose. So out of those 12 systems, the only system that functions in that way is the lymphatic system. And it is a system because it has many components like your T cells, your B cells, your natural killer cells, your lethal injection cells, your spleen, your lymph nodes, your lymphocytes, your lymph fluid. All these different components work together to fight off toxins, bacteria, pathogens, diseases, and viruses. So you have a whole army within your system, within your body that's able to fight against toxins, bacteria, pathogens, diseases, and viruses. And you, in your thymus gland, your some of your defender cells, like your T cell and your B cells, they go through a training boot camp to learn how to even detect cancer cells and stuff like that. So your body is ready to defend against anything except for you. It's not ready for you to self-destruct yourself. And that's the biggest problem, because it don't matter if it's parasites, bacteria on the fruits and vegetables, even pesticides, anything that shouldn't be there, you got a whole army searching and looking for whatever shouldn't be there and is ready to attack and then send it to get removed out. But if we eating meat and we got big old river dams of big giant pieces of meat sitting in a way that's undigested, now you got your defender cells. So I see COVID entering, trying to get to us, and I can't get to it. You got all this meat in the way.
Wow.
And then you eat 2 more meals and pack more waste on top of that. And then it just accumulates, and then we have a problem.
All right. Well, I want to read something real quick, right? Because you mentioned about us that we should be eating more fruit, some vegetables, some seeds, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting that you termed it just like that. I just want to read something real quick out the Bible, right? And then we're going to get right back to it, because I want to get back to that topic right there. I don't want to leave it. Let me get Genesis 1:11 real quick, y'all. Genesis 1:11 and 12. Read that real quick.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 11. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind.
Go ahead.
Whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so.
Right. So it talks about the seed you were talking about that fruit that was what in itself. Go ahead. Read that next verse.
And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after.
And y'all, real quick, when it's talking about grass, it ain't talking about just grass. It's talking about all the herbs. That's what it's talking about. All herbs. Go ahead.
And herb yielding seed after his kind. And the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
God saw that it was good. So, but just going back to now, what you're talking about in regards to healing the body, right? And you talked about meat, right? Yeah. So you made me think, okay, are you a vegetarian?
No.
Okay.
A vegetarian eats cheese and dairy.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, so you got meat eaters,
right?
Which they think they're carnivores, but they're not, because you don't have teeth like a lion or a hyena or nothing like that. And if you didn't have pots and pans and guns and knives and seasoning and all barbecue sauce and all that stuff, you wouldn't be eating the meat, because nobody's eating no raw meat like that.
Okay.
And you have to alter it and change it so much. And then when you do eat the meat, what do you season the meat with?
Salt, pepper,
and what else?
All type of I don't know.
Everything that comes from where?
The earth.
That's right. So what you're attracted to is the herbs and spices that come from the ground.
Okay.
That's what you like for real. You don't really like the meat, because if you did, you eat it like you just grab a chicken and bite into it. But you can't digest fur.
Hey, you know
if
what's
you didn't
funny?
have nothing to skin it with, then how would you eat it? If you didn't have pots and we definitely wasn't born with pots and pans. Wasn't born with the ability to generate fire either. We had to learn how to do these things. And just because you can manipulate nature doesn't mean that that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely not carnivores. We're frugivores technically. If we compare us physiologically to any animal in nature, our organs are built just the same. So we should be eating raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And if you feel like you want to have something that tastes like meat, then you use mushrooms and things like that have a similar texture, and then season it the same way.
Hey, Dasan, listen, man. One night we was here, bro, and somebody came in and said, "Hey, we got some steak for you." So we like, yeah, of course, we're gonna take the steak. What they call it, lion's mane steak. They said lion's mane steak. So we happy. We like, all right, you know what I mean? We seen it came out. We cut it. I said, man, this is different. Put it in my mouth. I was mad as hell. Dasan, I was crazy mad. We was throwing a fit in here. We said, what the hell is this? Somebody lied to us. But like you said, that's that lion's mane. A lot of people like it. Me personally, I'm a guy that likes to eat chicken and fish. But again, like you said, you get used to that type of stuff after a while, right? Because even biblically, in the beginning, we didn't eat meat in the beginning, right? Then afterwards, we
ain't never supposed to eat it.
It's kind of funny because
the human body never changed.
Right.
So and the recipe for what goes in it never changed either.
Right.
But man can manipulate things and make you think that.
You know, it's wild that you say that, because I think at that time, I'm gonna read something else to you real quick. Let me get Isaiah 65:25. I'm gonna read something, because like you said,
when was everything perfect? Where were they at?
Right, it was in the garden.
And do you have access to the garden still?
Well, not that garden, but a garden, yes. Gardens, yes. But I know I'm gonna let you get in on it. I'm gonna let you expound. But watch this.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 25. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together. And the lion shall eat straw like the bullock.
Right, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. We know lions don't eat straw, but in that day, at that time, in the end, lions are going to go back to eating straw. Meaning what? The herbs and all of that. All animals will be eating like that, like at the beginning, right? Again, I'm not against eating meat. I'm a meat eater. I like that stuff. Pause.
What type of meat do lions eat?
Huh?
What type of meat do lions eat?
Oh, they eat raw meat. They just kill antelopes
okay, keep going. What else? They eat gazelles, zebras.
Gazelles,
right?
yes, sir.
But is a lion going to eat a hyena?
No.
Why?
You know what? I think a hyena is more like a scavenger.
Yeah, but they are carnivore too. Carnivores, unless we tamper with their environment,
right,
they're going to eat animals that eat fruits and vegetables.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're very particular. They're not like us. We go eat some chicken, some steak, some pork, and all this different types of meat, and they might even end up on the same plate.
Damn.
But that's not how animals, they stay on course. A lion will not eat a hyena unless it has to. Naturally, they're gonna look for. They'll kill a hyena though.
They kill them all day long.
And when they kill the hyena, what are they usually fighting over?
Food.
What? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if he could just kill the hyena and eat the hyena, why wouldn't it do that? Because it knows where the energy source is from. And the highest source of energy on this planet is what?
You tell me.
Yes. The sun.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
And the sun gives life to everything underneath it. And around 12 noon, what are the plants doing? Reaching up to the sun, okay? Absorbing that biophoton energy directly into their solar panels.
That's that photosynthesis.
Now look at your hands and lines in your hands. You got the same lines as the leaves.
Man.
So we can absorb that biophoton energy right into our hands. We can plant our feet into the soil, and you can decrease inflammation, realign your central nervous system. You can bring down your blood pressure. See what I'm saying?
I heard people.
The animals that eat meat,
right,
eat animals that eat fruits and vegetables because they have a higher source of electricity in your body. Now, why do you think we get hungry in the first place?
I mean, we need energy.
Go ahead.
Need energy.
Okay, so wouldn't we want to eat food that's going to give us energy?
Yeah, of course.
How do you feel after you eat some meat? Do you feel like running around the block?
Not really, no.
I
feel like taking a nap.
Right. So when you chew, swallow, digest, filter, urinate, defecate, that all requires energy. So just to eat the food and break it down and defecate it out and urinate what your body doesn't need, that requires you to use energy. So if what's on your plate don't have more energy than you use to consume it, it's going to strip you of energy.
It's interesting stuff, bro.
So that's the whole purpose of getting hungry is like your gas light coming on in your car telling you need to put more gas in the tank. But what we do, we eat until we get what?
Full.
Right. So what does the word full mean?
Full. No more in the tank.
That means you can't put nothing else in there. That means you stuffed yourself. That don't mean you ate what you were supposed to eat though.
Right.
Because the body's roughly made of around 102 minerals. And within those 102 minerals, every single part of your body feeds off certain particular ones. You need potassium for your kidneys, iodine for your thyroid, magnesium for your heart, iron for the transfer of oxygen throughout the body, chromium for your pancreas. So all these different minerals go to different parts of the body by way of your bloodstream if you've eaten the right foods that contain those minerals. But when you're eating low vibrational food like the meats and the starches and the sugars and stuff like that, well, not only is it stripping your body of energy when you eat it because it's not giving you anything in return, but you're also damaging the body as well because it's all acidic food. And acid feeds disease. And I know good and well the Most High don't want us to be sick. Because why would it give you an immune system to keep you in a healthy state and then tell you to eat something that's going to make you sick?
Right. So our people eat a lot of chips, fast food, all this stuff. And we physically getting full, but we not getting nutrients.
You're not getting no nutrients. You're destroying yourself. Self-destructing.
Damn.
It's acid. What happens when you put acid on something?
Burns.
It burns it.
It destroys
Eats right
it,
through
right?
it. Yeah. Eats right through it.
Yeah, so meat is uric acid, sugar is acid, beans is phytic acid, the starch is carbonic acid. So if 90% of your diet is acidic, then you're going to have a bunch of inflammation. And that's what all the diseases are, is the form of inflammation. If you even take the first part of that word, is inflames. And when you have acid reflux, what's happening? The body, a reflux is the body rejecting the acid, and on the way out is burn your esophagus. If you got acid indigestion, you burning your intestines, arthritis, burning of the joints.
Damn.
So on and so forth.
Right. Hey, that's some heavy stuff.
Cancer is just a trash bag. Tumor is a trash bag. The body puts it in a bag so that it won't circulate throughout your body. And then they go to the doctor, they're going to take a biopsy and cut the balloon open.
And then
now
spread
it's going to leak out and metastasize somewhere else.
Damn. Yep. Hey, we're going to play something real quick from Dr. Sebi. And I know you know Dr. Sebi. Everybody know Dr. Sebi. Hey, play number 14, y'all. Because you sparked me with that, with the inflammation, and so on. So he's talking about that in mucus as well, right? And I'm going to let you jump on that as soon as we done here. Hey, number 14, y'all. Just play that thing.
That there's only one disease, not two, not three, one.
Turn it up.
When I opened big black mouth and told the judge that, oh my God. What did you say? I said, Your Honor, there's only one disease.
Now, hold on for a second. Hit pause, y'all. Right? Now, y'all might be wondering, why would he be having to talk to a judge? So what was going on with Dr. Sebi, he was curing people with AIDS, right? And the fact that he was saying he was doing that, they took him to court. They wanted to jail him because he was making a claim, right? Now, he was really curing these people, but of course, you had the pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry. They didn't want that getting out because, you know, they got a plan to keep you on these drugs forever and ever and ever, right? So that's why he was in a court actually speaking to a judge about sickness in the body and all of that. So hit play.
The judge that, oh my God. What did you say? I said, Your Honor, there's only one disease.
And what is
Could you substantiate that?
Okay.
Of course, I'm not going to just deploy a bunch of empty words. I represent a country. I represent a people.
Let's go.
I represent a race.
Cheer.
And I represent myself. I'm not going to undermine myself. There's only one disease. The judge said, What is it? I said, You already know. She said, Try me. It was a woman, Ann Thelman. I said, Your Honor, when someone has sinusitis, what is obstructing the nasal passage? She said, mucus. And when another has bronchitis, what is obstructing the bronchial tubes? She said, mucus. And when another has pneumonia, what's covering the cells of the lungs? She said, mucus. Dr. Victor Herbert, who is defending the state of New York, jumped up and said, What about AIDS? You and your one disease theory? I said, Your Honor, this doctor is saying that I believe in a theory. I am the last individual on earth that could believe in a theory. I do not lend myself to theories or philosophy. Either I know or I don't know.
Okay.
He's talking about theories.
Yeah. You talking about the real deal.
I'm talking about reality, not theories, not philosophy.
So please share with this.
So she said, and what about AIDS?
Yeah.
said, well, he asked about what about AIDS? He want to know where the mucus. I said, Your Honor, have you been to an AIDS ward? She said, yes. I said, what is it that the AIDS spits up every 5 minutes? She said, mucus. Where is the mucus? It's in the skin, it's in the blood, and the lymphatic system that makes up the immunological system. That is where you find the mucus, Mr. Victor Herbal.
Right. So he was getting into the fact of, like you were saying, the different itises, right? That you got what? You have you have mucus, so on and so forth. You want to jump in on that, Dasan?
Yeah. So mucus is actually not bad. Mucus is alkaline, and mucus binds to waste and bacteria so that your body can remove it.
Right.
But when there's stagnation or clogging in your lymphatic system, then the mucus can't get out. So then the body goes into overproduction mode and keeps producing more mucus. Then we get too much mucus in a certain particular area of the body. And then that's when the inflammation and all the other disease reactions start to kick in, because the trash is not able to get out. So we got to unclog the lymphatic system. Then the mucus starts to leave, and then the inflammation leaves as well.
So what would you, so in regards to that, what herbs would you suggest? Somebody comes in, they have this I'm not even saying AIDS. I'm talking about other
well, it just depends. Right? It depends on where the problem is, and it's not always going to be the same herbs. It depends. If the person have a backed up colon and they're not defecating every day, then I'm gonna use slippery amber marshmallow root to help repair the intestines.
Right.
If they got inflammation in the bronchial area, then I'm gonna probably use some mullein, some elecampane, some wild cherry bark, and then they need a whole entire lymphatic flush as well. It just depends on the situation. If the kidneys is clogged up, then we using juniper berry, horsetail, quashala latte, dandelion root. But then if they have kidney failure, I'm not going to use the dandelion root because then it has too much potassium. So it depends on the situation.
Man, yeah, it's no joke. It just seemed like in today's times, like we have no knowledge of these things anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because of before you leave your mama's porch, we're not fully prepared. If you, it's just like you buy a car and the only thing you know how to do is drive it.
Right.
Well, you're gonna end up in the shop. If a car overheats, it could be a simple thermostat, maybe $400 or $500 fix, including labor. But they know you don't know because you brought it to them, so they could tell you, "Oh, your engine's blown, $4,000." Just like you go to the hospital and little pain, and then you leave without your gallbladder. It's because you don't know how your body works yourself.
Right.
The average person don't know why they got two kidneys. They don't know what the kidneys is there for at all. They don't know. They don't know anything about their body.
Damn. Hey, we're gonna bring something up, right? Because tonight's show we wanted to definitely talk about the pharmaceutical industry, right? As opposed to coming to Dasan the Medicine Man, right? And other brothers and sisters around the country who's like you and around the world, right? That we take for granted, right? Somebody might just walk right past your store and don't ever go in it, because they looking at it like I don't even know what the hell going on up in there, not knowing that if they go in and do these preventative measures, they might not have any real big problems right now. They might not have any issues at all. But if they stay on some kind of preventative thing, it'll help them in the long run, right? Because just looking at this, bring up number 8, y'all, right? We were talking about high blood pressure before. And a lot of our people is on that that HBP medication. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
And that stuff is terrible.
Yeah.
That stuff is terrible. But
it's always going to have a side effect.
Exactly.
Because it's man-made.
Huh?
Because it's man-made.
Right. Y'all got that? Number 8? All right. Let's read that real quick.
2 blood pressure drugs recalled because of concern about cancer-causing ingredients.
So here it is, you trying to get rid of high blood pressure, and you're going to mess around and get cancer.
Right.
How that makes sense?
That's their business. They have to keep you in their pharmaceuticals in order to make money. That's not about helping you heal, because then they're never going to talk to you about food. They're never going to tell you what the root cause of any of this stuff is.
Not at all. Go ahead.
And a lot of us come with preconceived conditions from birth. You know, like for example, my teeth and jaw structure never fully developed. You know, all the teeth that came with my body couldn't fit in my mouth. Like, you know, the wisdom teeth got taken out, and then I started having pain. My mother took me to the dentist, and you know, they said, oh, his molars are growing into his other teeth.
Right.
So then she's, oh, straighten them out. And oh, we can't. There's not enough room in there. We got to extract them. So I started questioning everything for over 20 years. Like, how did the teeth that came with my body can't fit in my mouth? That don't make no sense.
Right.
But we don't, because we don't know how our bodies work, we don't fully prepare ourselves before we conceive. So it's just like if you're growing some fruits and vegetables, you can't just take some seeds and toss it in the soil and hope for the best. You got to prepare the soil, make sure it's in the right environment, make sure you're using the right type of water. You got to pH the soil. You got to add nutrients if the soil is depleted in order to, and if a watermelon that didn't taste good, you're not going to take the seeds from that watermelon and try to grow another one, right? It don't make no sense. It's already showing you what it's going to give you. So same thing happens, you know, you got the seed from the man, and then you got the soil is the mother. So if the man is sick and then the mother is sick already, they shouldn't be conceiving right now. Or if the mother is depleted of calcium, phosphorus, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin D3, all these different minerals and vitamins that are necessary, phosphorus, to help your bone and your bone structure and your teeth and jaw structure to fully develop properly, then you got 9 months to get everything that you need. Your arm might be too short. You might have Down syndrome. All these different things happen because of mineral depletion. Even morning sickness is because the mother already didn't have enough minerals for herself. So then the baby is taking everything she don't have, and then the body reacts.
Damn, that's heavy stuff. I want to get back to that real quick, but read this, and then I want to get back to the situation with the having a child. Scroll down, y'all. Go ahead.
2 types of blood pressure medication made by the company Lupin Pharmaceuticals are being recalled because they might contain high levels of a substance that could cause cancer.
Go ahead.
The Food and Drug Administration said late last week that Lupin is voluntarily recalling certain dosages of irbesartan tablets and irbesartan and hydrochlorothiazide tablets.
Right.
Both are used to treat hypertension or high blood pressure and were distributed in 30 and 90 count bottles nationwide.
Right. So this one came out in 2021, right? We could drop that, y'all. This one came out in 2021. So you can imagine how many more are like that we probably don't even hear about, right? Because something like that we didn't hear about. We just happened to look, and because we're looking for something and we found it. But going back to the having the children, is this something that you would suggest that a couple might go, because that's what happens, right? A woman gets pregnant, she goes to the doctor, they check her, then now they really start doing what they call prenatal, right? They start to check her levels, so on and so forth. But what you're saying is this has to be something that's checked even before all of that.
It's deeper than that. The
Right.
man and the mother need to be cleansing themselves and fully mineralizing themselves, making sure they're eating the right types of food, fully cultivating themselves properly before even trying to conceive.
Damn.
To get the best offspring as possible.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's that's stuff you never think about. You never think about that kind of stuff.
No, we don't. We're not taught about that.
Man.
We're not taught how we work.
Right.
We don't know the first thing about ourselves.
Right.
So much as we think we do, we look outside of ourselves and try to learn everything else. We learn how to be all these different characters, you know, all these different jobs and suits, and we learn definitely how to be carpenters and all these other things. But what about who you came here as?
Right.
Why do you have 2 kidneys? How does your liver work with the gallbladder? If we knew that, then we wouldn't let them take our gallbladder out.
Right.
As soon as you take out the gallbladder, that's like taking Robin from Batman. Now the liver is going to automatically be overworked. You're going to have digestive issues for the rest of your life. But they know that, though. Just like the appendix, they like to take the appendix out. Oh, we don't know what it's there for. Like the Most High put it there for no reason. The appendix produces your good gut bacteria to help eat up all that bad bacteria in your gut. So it's like a fire truck in the body. So when you have appendicitis, it's like the fire truck caught on fire, and then instead of putting the fire out, they just remove it.
Damn. So like look at this brother right here, man. You will walk past this brother and just in the world, you walk past this brother and think like regular old, you might size him up or something. That's how we think as a people, right? Mm-hmm. But what if we all had to let me ask you this. How long did you go to school to learn this?
I didn't go to school at all.
At all, right? So you didn't need the education system to approve you to heal people. No. You didn't need a college to approve you to heal people. Right?
Everything is in you already.
Right. So you learn this stuff. Yeah. What if you shared that knowledge with everybody in your neighborhood? And we are like, just imagine, right? We all had this knowledge. Yeah. What would that do to the pharmaceutical industry?
Right. They couldn't survive.
It could not survive. I know personally people that have, because when you go to a doctor right now, it's like they look on a tablet. They don't really know. They look on the tablet and says, oh, you got this symptom, that symptom. Well, you might have this or might have that. And then they start feeding you different medications. Maybe this work, maybe that work. They're trying to diagnose you, right? And then the people usually get sicker. But I personally know people that have healed themselves on diets. Yeah. Diets. Right. Diabetes gone.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Certain ailments.
Type 2 diabetes, you only need about 47 days.
Right.
Gone.
But you could leave this earth with that. You could lose your leg, foot.
Damn.
They'll cut you all the way up. They'll chop you down.
Damn. Right. So it's important for brothers to know this information right here. This is, man, I love talking. We talked to the brother from the Ujamaa farm. Mm-hmm. He was and we was learning a lot from him about how to plant, so on and so forth. And these things go hand in hand, because if we plant our own stuff, right? We let me get this real quick. Give me Psalms 104 and 14. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 14. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man.
Right, so God been put herb for the service of man. Right? Mm-hmm. Read on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That he may bring forth food out of the earth.
Right, so it's man. What's that saying? They say you eat your food as medicine, or you gonna eat your medicine for food. I might add it backwards or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the food that we eat is very important for our bodily health.
Absolutely.
Right.
The food is medicine.
No, 100%.
Like all the berries, they clean, they heal the kidneys. All the red cedar fruit, the red cedar bell pepper, the red watermelons, they clean the blood. Any red cedar fruit clean the blood.
That's crazy.
And even when we eat the right food, sometimes we pair them improperly. That makes a difference too. We're not supposed to be eating fruits and vegetables together. If you eat a watermelon, you got to wait 30 minutes before you eat anything else.
Is that right?
Why is that?
You're not supposed to pair it with any other fruit, because different foods process at different rates, and they require different types of enzymes in order for them to be digested. So the body can ferment stuff. So if you ferment fruit, then you can create alcohol.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So a berry pie or something like that, that's completely improper food combining. That can cause alcohol to be produced. And I don't know if you ever heard of non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah.
That's a person whose liver is in the same state as somebody who drank alcohol every single day, but they never had a drink in their life.
Wait a minute. So, okay, I never heard of it. You know what I'm saying, brother? Y'all heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I never
Fatty
heard of it.
liver? Fatty liver?
No, he's saying without, usually, right,
cirrhosis
non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. Usually you get cirrhosis of the liver from doing a lot of drinking. He's saying no drinking at all, and you wind up getting cirrhosis of the liver. And you saying this is because of what, bad food?
It don't even have to be bad food. It could be eating the right foods in the wrong combination.
So like that whites only pie. That'll give you that, right?
What's that?
What's that?
Pie.
A pie? Oh yeah, that's 100% improper food combined. Like a burger, any of that stuff, or things are in different categories or races. Like why do you think berries are called berries? They don't look the same. They don't smell the same. They don't taste the same. They're seasonal, right? They don't even grow in the same region of the world.
Right.
But they all have the same instruction manual when you consume them. All berries are gonna repair the kidneys. All berries are good for your brain. All berries are gonna assist in cleaning the blood. So it's what the action, like it's just like if we eating 5 different categories at one time, you're telling the body to run, skip, jump, flip, spit. It's confusing. It can't do all that at the same time.
You know, you bring that up about the herbs. I'm sorry, about different berries and stuff at different seasons. That's the problem out here now, because you got like United States of America, you using GMO, and they basically have the same fruit all the way 12 months a year.
Important stuff. Right. They importing it from other countries and stuff.
Right, but in reality, it's only supposed to grow for a season. Then that's supposed to be done, and then wait till it comes back the following season.
Right.
So,
and that will help you be able to stay on course with
absolutely,
improperly, preparing your food.
Absolutely.
If you were in a proper environment where you're from, really, it's by your phenotype. So wherever you originate from, whatever fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds grew in that particular region of the world is what's optimal for your body. But because a lot of that knowledge is lost to us, we have to at least go back to the original plants that were here before man.
Right. Man, it was something I was just about to say. Right. So, for instance, let's say you brought up an important point. The Bible talks about that as well, where something is only supposed to grow for a while, and then you leave off. So, like you said, it'll keep your body in the right state. You know what I mean? The Lord knew what it was. He just had it growing at different times. But because now it's all about capitalism, making money, right? The earth gets destroyed like that. And the body gets destroyed from eating things at the wrong time, in the wrong season, so on and so forth, right?
We're an emulation of the earth. The earth is a body too. Right. And we're moving parts to that body.
That's right. Because we were made from the earth,
Yeah, that's correct. So we have to feed ourselves from the earth.
Right.
We have to heal ourselves from the earth, because that's where we came from.
Right.
So all the earth minerals is what feeds the human body.
Right. I got
Anything
a question.
outside of that is trash.
Damn.
I got a question for you, because if you use anything good wrong, it's obviously bad for you, right? So I want to know your take on smoking weed.
Okay, well, I would say that marijuana is a herb as well. It has a lot of medicinal properties, but smoking it releases a lot of toxins.
Yes.
And if you're going to smoke it, then you definitely should not be using tobacco. You should use something natural. But the problem with it is you don't know what temperature you're heating it up to.
Right.
And anything in this world, I don't care what it is, at a certain heat point, the molecular structure is going to change, and it's going to turn into something that's different. Like even if you take some greens, they're nice and vibrant and full of life. You boil them for 10 minutes, they land flat like you gave it a perm. So it's stripped of enzymes. Anything that's cooked over 105 degrees, the enzymes that are naturally in there are burned out. So now you're going to put extra work on your pancreas. So it's the same thing. The marijuana plant, if you're going to heat it up, you would need to get, like they have these certain particular type of vaporizers that you can take the dry marijuana and put it in, and you can actually punch in the temperature. And you can go online and look up what it is that you're trying to receive from it and set it to that temperature so that it's not turning it into a poison. But making it as a tea or like an edible, or just, breaking it a little bit up and putting it on your food is good. Marijuana is great for your lungs. It's good. You can make oils out of it and put it on your skin. It's good for like rashes and skin cancer.
Yeah. See, that's using it the right way.
Right.
That's correct.
Right.
That's using
and then
it the right
back
way.
to the original, like we said, if you know how to generate fire and do all these things before, so we're manipulating it. We're altering it from its natural state.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
now, it don't have no seeds no more. So it's fake. It's not, it's they hybrids, they mixing and crossing it with stuff. So you can't even find any of the original plants anymore. So it's so far removed from its original state.
Right. And so I'm gonna read something because this applies to you right here. Something right out the Bible, man. Give me Sirach 38, starting verse 4.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
Right. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth, right? Come on.
And he that is wise will not abhor them.
Right. When you got some wisdom, you won't hate the herbs to heal you. Right? Read on.
Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known?
Right. So certain woods, like for instance, we came up with something called Morbi. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's a wood bark, and you put that in water. See, you can sweeten it a little bit. Use anise, and it's excellent, right? But that's just one wood that you could use as a drink, so to speak. Go ahead, read on.
And he,
I'm sorry, and that's like a blood cleanser. All right, go ahead.
And he hath given men skill.
Right, he had given men skill. Go ahead.
That he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Right, that he might be honored in his marvelous works, right? So certain skill, like yourself, you got that skill, right? Of all the plants, you took time to learn the herbs, do what? To honor, and that's an honor to the Lord. In reality.
Absolutely.
Read on.
With such doth he heal men, and taketh away their pains.
Go ahead.
Of such doth the apothecary make a confection.
Right, so you would be known as the apothecary. That brother that's in there concocting, right? But you're not making like a pharmaceutical potion, like in the pharmaceutical, like a tablet and all this madness that they got going on. But this is the real apothecary, dealing with the herbs and so on and so forth. Go ahead, read on.
Of such doth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth.
Right, we can stop there. But yeah, I just wanted to, throw that at you, let you know you're the apothecary that the scriptures talk about. Somebody, go ahead. Oh, okay. There's a question? All right. I think they got an online question for you. They said the question is, what herbs to take if you're on dialysis?
Okay, so if you're on dialysis, the first thing you want to do is only consume berries and red seeded fruit, nothing else.
Okay.
That's the only thing you should be putting in your mouth. And excuse me, one quick second.
Yes, sir. Right. If anybody got any questions, make sure y'all, if you want to send it via the chat, if y'all want to call in, y'all can do that as well. Dasan said he will be taking questions. All right. For anybody who actually wants to speak to him, he will be taking questions.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. The question was in regards to what herbs to take if you're on dialysis. You said eat berries. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So berries and red seeded fruit. Those are the only things you want to consume. But there's lots of different herbs like hydrangea. It's good for breaking up calcification and any kind of clogging in your kidneys. Juniper berry is good. Burdock root is good. Right. Forest tail is good. But then, like I said, I would need to talk to you and ask you some questions about whether your potassium is being limited on your phosphorus and stuff like that. And that will lead me to know which herbs and which combinations to give you. But coagula latte, there's lots of different herbs that we can consume.
Right.
Definitely, anything that you eat is going to put work on the kidneys, because the kidneys have to clean after. Like even something that's good for us, the body can absorb the skin, the flesh, and the seed of most of the fruits, unless it's like a stone fruit or something like that. But it's still going to create some form of waste. So we want to stick with stuff that's going to either work on repairing the kidneys or taking pressure off the kidneys.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Dasan. Have you ever seen anybody be able to come off of dialysis by using herbs and constantly?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not anything that's impossible to do. If you still breathing, the body can heal from anything.
That's right. Okay. Let me
the body wants to heal. Even in the disease state, the body's trying to repair. Like I was telling you before, a tumor is the body trying to heal itself. Is grabbing the waste and encapsulating it. But because we don't realize what's happening, we keep feeding the problem. So then what happens? The tumor gets bigger, or it creates another one. If you never dealt, it's like we can go have breast cancer and get the tumor removed, right? So it's gone. It's not there anymore.
Right.
But then another one comes because you never addressed the root cause of the problem. Still not defecating every day, or your kidneys still not able to clean the blood, or your lymphatic system is clogged. So as soon as we eat more trash, the body gonna have to do something with it.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna play some. What do you? Oh, okay. The next question is, and I never heard of this before, but what to do if you have GERD, G-E-R-D?
Yeah, that's a digestive issue.
Okay.
So you need slippery elm and marshmallow root. Those same herbs I was mentioning to you before.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, and you want to be on berries and melons. She about to text me.
Okay.
She's gonna text me in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, berries and melons. You want to eat that, and we start with 7-day increments. So we do 7 days of taking the herb and just eating berries and melons, and then after that 7 days, you give yourself another 7 days of not taking the herb and just eating the berries and melons, and see if the problem has corrected itself. If not, then we do another 7 days of the herb.
Okay. All right. So the next one is, what herb is good for insulin resistance?
Okay, well, that's a type 2 diabetes. So we have to address what's happening first. The pancreas, I can give you the herbs, but I like to give you the history of what's going on first.
No, please go ahead.
So the pancreas produces insulin. Insulin is a sugar solvent alcohol that breaks down the sugar, and then it has a key to open the door to your cells to allow the sugar in. The body likes simple sugars like glucose and fructose, which is found in the fruit. You eat some vegetables that break down the glucose, the body produces insulin, opens that door to the cells and allows that sugar in. But when your pancreas or the ducts of your pancreas are clogged, then the insulin is not present. We eat something that breaks down the sugar, it goes try to get into the cells, it can't get in, and then it goes back to your bloodstream. We keep on eating and the same thing over and over and over, and then we end up with high blood sugar. Dang. So we need to unclog the pancreas in order to deal with that. And we got herbs like prodigiosa, pauperia, bitter melon is good, huerque. There's lots of different herbs that can unclog the pancreas, but the biggest part of it is the food too. We can't keep eating the same foods and think it's going to work.
Right, that's right. And I know, for the sisters, they dealing with, a lot of fears with breast cancer, uterine fibroids, right?
Yeah, fibroids is the same thing as a tumor and a cyst, and it's just a trash bag. It's waste, waste accumulation.
So one question was, what do you take for uterine fibroids? What herbs can you take for that?
Well, hydrangea again, because it breaks up calcification.
Right.
There's lots of different herbs. I really don't like to shoot out herbs like that, because then people tend to just go buy the herbs,
right? Not knowing how to
continue doing what they're doing, and that's not going to fix the problem. You got to address it from a whole entire perspective. You got to look at. I have to assess the situation properly.
Yes.
If you go get those herbs and you start breaking up tumors, and then you're not defecating every day, then where's the waste going to go when you break it up?
Right.
It's going to circulate and cause a problem somewhere else.
Yep. Right.
See what I'm saying? So we got to deal, like I was telling you about how to check the kidneys. The first 2 steps is making sure your exits are open. So making sure you're having normal bowel movements every day, and making sure your kidneys are able to clean the blood properly. Then you want to clean the lymphatic system, which is your army. And then from there, you got action, and we can start, breaking up tumors, breaking up fibroids, and then the body can actually remove it. But there's no point in chiseling and breaking stuff up if it can't get out the body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy stuff.
So, but yeah, I could give you lots of different herbs for fibroids, but that's the last thing I want you to do, because I know you have problems with digestion in your kidneys and the lymphatics. If we even have a fibroid, you don't even have to tell me. We don't even have to assess it. I already know that there's a problem there, because that's the only reason why the body will react in that way.
Right. So
backed up.
Right. For any brothers and sisters who listen, you want to take it a step further, you may want to contact Dasan and and get it a little bit deeper. It's one thing, like he said, it's one thing to know what herbs, but then you got to know about your eating, right? That's important as well. What's your diet? How are you eating? You know what I'm saying?
We're used to dealing with symptoms and reactions. That's what the pharmaceutical teaches us. So it's like you get a headache or some kind of pain, and you're looking for some pain medication.
Right.
That's not fixing the problem. That's turning the alarm off. You know what I'm saying? Your alarm go off in your house, you don't just cut it off. You go see if somebody breaking in.
Right.
And so that's a headache. medication, or that's suppressing or blocking the signals and stopping your mind from focusing on the fact that there's an issue, but the issue is still present. And as soon as that medication wears off, the pain is still there.
Yeah.
Right.
And eventually it stops working. So you might need 2 pills, then you need 4, then you need half the bottle, then they got to change your prescription because the body's not retarded. The body knows that you're cutting the alarm off and say, hey, you still ain't fixed the problem. And it's trying to alarm you to fix the root cause of the issue.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff. We got another one for you. So now, they sister's asking, are mammograms safe?
I mean, it just, I don't think anything that they do is safe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. That's my opinion on it.
Right.
If you know how your body works, your body has a way of telling you, like through pain. If your kidneys are struggling, you get puffiness under your eyes, and then you get those dark circles. Like if we knew our body was working on our own, then we would know how to assess it properly.
Right.
You wouldn't need all these scans and tests and stuff to see. Just like I could show you how to check the kidneys, just urinating in the jar. It's really that simple. You don't have to get no blood work or none of that to see that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Man, tell me about it, man. As soon as he said it, I said, get the mason jar ready.
Yo, you took it right out my mouth. I got a good mason jar ready. It ain't gonna be used ever again.
Yeah, I've had plenty of people tell me their kidneys is doing good,
right,
and show me the paperwork that say it, and then they urinate in that jar and there's nothing in there.
Damn,
nothing.
Shoot, man, I gotta come check you out, Dasan. You know what I mean? I gotta come over there, bro. I'm in the Bay, man. I gotta come through.
And right now I'm doing free consultations for anybody who has cancer or diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one more for you. Well, I just got another one. All right. Should we consume high levels of fiber? If so, how much? I guess they're probably asking, should we consume fiber, and if so, how much? That's probably.
Well, let me ask them a question. Why would they want to consume high levels of fiber? Was it to help with your digestion? What is it for?
Right.
More than likely.
That's what I would think.
Right. And whoever said that question,
deuce.
you heard what Dasan said. So come back and let us know why. In the meantime, they asked, do you have online consultations? And can you?
We do.
Okay.
We do
yes.
phone consultations.
Okay. So
we do in phone or in person.
Okay. Excellent.
Or if it's somebody who bedridden, I'll come to you.
Okay. And they also asked, can you order the herbs from you online and have it?
Yeah, you can. We have a website. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna put your website up and all that.
And even if it's something that you want that's not on the website, a lot of times we have it here in the store, and you can give us a call, and then we'll create a invoice for you.
Okay.
And then we can ship it out if it's somebody that's not local or not able to come down.
All right. We got a caller online and want to ask a question.
Sure.
Bring them on in as soon as you can, y'all. Oh yeah.
Caller, you there? Star 6.
Yes, hit star 6.
Star
caller.
6, caller.
All right, I guess.
Yeah, I can give you an example right now. If somebody doesn't like say the person with the fibroids, if they don't mind sharing, like I'll ask them some specific questions and I'll show you how to get to the root of issue right now. If they don't mind,
right,
sharing their situation, I'll ask them pertinent questions that'll show us all what's happening.
Okay, so the sister who asked about the fibroids, if you want to call in, and if you don't have a problem speaking about it live, they hung up.
Yeah, I'll do a little quick free consultation right now for her, just so everybody can see.
Okay. So sis, if you heard that, if you're comfortable, you can question, are you able to? Okay, if you're able to call in, if you don't mind, then he's willing to give you a free consultation right now, just so we see how the whole thing play out. All right. So we're gonna wait for her. If she feel like doing it, then she'll call in. We got a question. Okay. Well, yeah, he did mention that. Okay, again, there's a question about high blood pressure. The herbs, we went over that a little bit earlier. So the question is, can you cure high blood pressure with herbs?
The body can use herbs to suppress the blood pressure,
right?
But we can clean out certain areas of the body depending on where the problem is, and then the body will naturally bring down the blood pressure.
Right.
Because I can list off herbs like hawthorn berry, burdock root, dandelion, black seed. All these herbs, there's tons of herbs that will help force the blood pressure down.
Right.
But you'll have to keep taking that, just like the pharmaceuticals. The only difference is it's a healthier alternative.
Right.
But to fix the root cause, we got to figure out where the problem is at.
Right.
So if it's the kidneys, then once we fix the kidneys, the body will bring the pressure down.
Right. I know we have a brother here in the congregation, and he helps out a lot with nutrition, exercise, working out, and all of that. And it was funny when I met him. He said, "Do you have high blood pressure?" He said to me. I was like, "No." He said, "Yeah, you do." I was like, "Oh yeah." You know what I'm saying? I never had high blood pressure in my life.
Right.
And then we have a nurse here, and we were doing a cup around the arm, and I had high blood pressure. It was crazy. So he told me, he said, "Listen, you want to drink beet juice every day." You know what I'm saying? So he was like, drink 12 to 16 ounces of that per day, and it should bring it down. After a while, I went down.
Okay.
And how do you feel about
Do you still have to drink the beet juice to control it?
You know what? I haven't checked. When I checked after that, I was pretty good. I was solid, so I never gave it too much thought. And I haven't felt like I felt before, because before I was feeling crazy. Like, you had little headaches, stuff like that. I don't get that anymore.
Stop taking the beet juice and see what happens.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because if it fixed it, you shouldn't have to keep taking it.
Right. Okay. Anybody, y'all got anything?
This is good stuff, man.
Yeah, real good.
This is good stuff, man. What happened to that caller?
The caller. I think the caller fell off. Okay. And one more. I want to holler one more at you. Because I know we were on the sisters, fibroids, breast cancer, right?
Stay away from soy. That contributes to breast cancer.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people think you can take soy. They use soy like to season it and make it into and try to flavor it and make it into whatever they want. You know?
Yeah, it's a binder. It's like glue.
Oh yeah, come on.
That's why they use it in all the meat replacements, because it's like a holding agent.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's terrible. George Washington Carver found soy, and he used it as a natural binder for plastics and car parts. It's never to be consumed by humans.
You see that? Man, these people turn everything into evil. You can't make it up. I think that caller called back. Are they ready, y'all?
Remember, hit *6 so you can come through. *6.
Hey, caller, are you there? Man, we having a hard time patching them through. Hey, Ciroc, they still there?
Say yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you guys. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good now. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. You got a question for Dasan?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, Dasan and everyone. Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, I was just calling in to just, kind of curious about the fibroid issues, and a friend of mine, mom, is on dialysis right now.
Okay.
But you did say you were fibroids for me. I was recently given this diagnosis, and they were saying that they want to remove my uterus because the fibroids are really huge, and it's like giving me a lot of pain on my menstrual.
Okay.
So I'm like the digestive system and everything. I go regularly. I'm like vegetarian, vegan, kind of like.
Okay.
I don't eat meat.
Okay.
So it's like I don't have a problem with using the restroom, but some days I don't eat at all, and
okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, so one thing, I don't know if you heard me speak about the kidneys. I would definitely check the kidneys. And in your intestinal stomach region, if you don't mind me asking, is it more on the flat side of things, or is there any pudging there?
Well, from the fibroids, that's the only reason why I'm having pudging.
Well, before the fibroids, was it? How was it?
No, I'm very athletic. Not at all.
Okay. You say you're athletic? Okay. So how many times a day do you defecate?
Depending on how much I eat, maybe twice.
Okay.
But if I don't eat, for sure once a day, for sure.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, when you say you're vegan, what does that look like to you? What do you usually eat?
I will eat. What's my natural? Like, I don't have like a particular. I'll do like something together, like potatoes.
Okay.
Broccoli. I'll make it myself, like a casserole or something like that. Fruit. I'm not the best vegan or vegetarian. I'm not gonna hold you, but I do not eat meat at all. And the vegetarian, sometimes I do pizza. Sometimes I do make some type of mistakes when I'm out. But when I'm inside, I predominantly have like more of a quinoa, potatoes, black beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So already I can see some things already. So you said broccoli, right?
You said, what was that?
You said broccoli?
Not as often.
Okay.
Because I am kind of discouraged from the food. Like, I be thinking everything is poison. So some days I really don't eat. So I can't really tell you like a full things that I'm really eating a lot. I rarely eat.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that out of the few foods that you did mention, I heard some hybrids, some man-made foods. If you do eat broccoli, or you didn't mention spinach, but you really didn't go through too many. Like what vegetables do you eat?
I like bell pepper.
No, that's a fruit.
Well, that's a fruit. You're right. That is a fruit. Okay. Man, I really don't have like an appetite, like to tell you like what I'm eating all the time.
Let's do this then. Before you had the fibroids, what were you eating?
Before I found out, I stopped the whole chicken, fish, and turkey. I stopped that. I never ate pork and beef. But then when I heard about the whole Dr. Sebi thing, I started to transfer more into like potatoes and asparagus. I stopped eating rice, so I went to quinoa.
Okay.
What else?
So quinoa, so far quinoa is good. That's the only thing so far that's okay.
Okay. Beans, I eat a lot. And right, like man-made products, I do eat a lot. Like processed, the pizzas, the plant-based meat. I eat a lot of plant-based meat.
So that's where your problem is coming from, is the starch and the beans. The starch is acid, that's carbonic acid. The beans is phytic acid, and neither one of those things process through your body right away.
Right.
They cause clogging. So more than likely, based upon the small amount of foods that you're giving me that you eat, it's mostly foods that are going to clog up your kidneys. And if your kidneys are not cleaning the waste out of the blood properly, then the body will create tumors, cysts, fibroids, and things of that nature. Especially if you say you're defecating properly. I don't know how long you've been off the meat. That's why I was asking you prior to you receiving the diagnosis of having fibroids, like what were you consuming then? Or if you had stopped meat prior to that, how long were you off the meat? And because right now, based upon what you're telling me, you're eating a bunch of starch.
Right, I do. I can admit that.
So that's a huge problem for the body. It's like glue. If you think about pasta, bread, rice, these things, like if you making bread, you need flour and water, right?
Yes.
And when you stirring that up in the bowl, what's the texture?
And the flour and water when you stirring that up in the bowl. Yeah. It's like milkiness, a consistency that's going to turn into paste eventually.
Exactly. So now we bake it. It turns into something that appears to be solidified. Now we put it into your body that's 80% water. Is going to rehydrate that and turn right back into that same gunky, sticky substance again. Yep. Now the kidneys, you got to look at it like a strainer. How well would that pour through a strainer?
Right, I understand.
Yeah. So that's from based upon what you're telling me, that's more than likely where your problem is coming from. If prior to the diagnosis, that's how you were eating as well.
Right, but for 10 years, even for the fibroids, I have not eaten for about 10 years.
Meat is not the only problem.
Right.
Right, I understand the starch is, right?
Yeah, starch can be worse. A person can eat meat and eat lean halal meat and barely eat any meat, and eat a more fruit and vegetable diet and be a lot more healthy than a vegan.
Damn.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, because they're eating predominantly fruits and vegetables. So their system is going to be functioning and flowing a lot better because fruit is more water-based. It doesn't cause clogging. But if you eating starch like pasta bread, rice, potatoes, beans, all those things on a consistent basis, that's definitely going to clog a person up way, way faster than a person that's barely eating meat and eating more fruits and vegetables on a regular.
Right, I understand.
So that's where the problem is. What you need to do is check your kidneys first, and then you need to do a full body cleanse, and then we need to give you some herbs that work with your body to break up those fibroids. And you need also to deal with your adrenal glands because your hormones are thrown off balance as well. And your adrenal glands regulate hormone production in the body, as well as many others. The adrenal glands tell the pancreas when to produce insulin. They regulate your central, autonomic, parasympathetic, all the nervous systems. So when the adrenal glands go off balance, it throws off everything in the body. So false unicorn root is another herb that helps to balance the hormones. It also helps to break up tumors, and it helps to rebalance the women's reproductive system in general.
Right.
Okay. Also, one question. Do you think that just to eradicate the whole fibroids and the pain with the menstrual, should I remove my uterus? Because that's they're telling.
No, don't remove anything. We didn't come with no zipper.
Right.
It wasn't supposed to be opened up. The body can repair that. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. That's gonna cause a lot more problems.
It's just the pain is like unbearable. Like I cannot. It's like my surgery.
The false unicorn root it'll alleviate that pain too.
You said what root?
False unicorn root. That's the best, in my opinion, the best herb for the women's reproductive system from juvenile all the way to menopause.
All praise.
I've had people who could not come off of their period, and they had to take progesterone shots, tricking their body into thinking that it was pregnant in order to come off of their menstrual. They were consistently bleeding. And within 37 days of cleansing the body, taking the fibroid cyst tumor blend, mineralizing themselves, eating the right foods, as well as taking sea moss and marine phytoplankton and the false unicorn root, within that 37 days, they were off all their medication. The fibroids is gone. Their menstrual was restored. No more pain. None of that.
All praises. All praises.
Hey, man.
We got two more calls.
Yeah, before we get to them calls, man.
Yeah.
Dasan,
and how do I talk to you directly? I don't want to take up time.
At the end of the show, we're gonna put up all his content.
I can give you the link to everything.
Yeah, we're gonna put it up at the end of the show.
Yeah, we're gonna make it available to everybody.
We're gonna be able to speak on it.
Yes.
But right now, I got something to speak on, bro.
Time.
I got something to speak on, bro.
Okay, thank you guys for your time, and I appreciate what you guys are doing for the community.
All praises.
Thank you, sis. The beans and the broccoli, man. I need some replacements, bro.
The beans?
The beans and the broccoli, bro. Give me something. Tell me something good.
Beans and broccoli. Yes, I'm gonna stop that because that's all. Like I don't eat bread or pasta or rice. I don't.
So if you want the benefit of what you're getting from broccoli, then you want to eat the mustard green. The mustard green is the original. They gene spliced that one plant and made kale, broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. All those came from the mustard green. And if you think about it, it's missing components, all those other ones, and they're high-level oxalates. And oxalates block your body from absorbing minerals. So even though spinach is high in calcium, it won't allow your body to absorb it. And if you put it on a nice, healthy salad with some arugula and some romaine lettuce, it'll stop your body from absorbing the minerals from those vegetables.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Now.
Popeye was lying.
Hell yeah, Popeye was lying. Nobody trusts. Give me Sirach chapter 10 and verse 12. And I need some replacements, man, for that beans and them broccoli, man, because I like those things. What do you recommend that me?
Well, if you're going to eat any kind of bean, then you want to eat like a chickpea, a garbanzo bean. That would be the healthiest one, but they still don't process right away. You got to be sparingly with that too. They'll still release gases in your body. And you got to think about it. Think about in a natural, original state, anything that you have to cook, you're changing it. It's no longer what it normally was. So if you have to cook it, you're really not supposed to be eating it.
Oh.
Because in an original state, how would you have done that? You would have had to, whatever you could use your hands to grab and eat is what you would be able to eat.
Right. Popping them like sunflower seeds, huh?
So all the things we talking about broccoli, that's relatively available in the store, and we think that that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Beans, you hear fiber, they high in fiber. So I'm gonna add a bunch of beans in my diet.
High in acid too.
But we don't know that. Right. We have no clue. So when we learning from a brother like you, it's like I'm trying to create this healthy diet for myself, but then on accident doing certain things wrong.
Yeah.
Beans gotta go. What vegetable for broccoli, man? They gotta go too.
Mustard green.
Mustard
greens. Yeah.
And just eat that raw.
That's where the broccoli derived from.
Right. And that's a bitter herb, the mustard green.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Dandelion greens are good too, but that's bitter as well.
Yeah, I love the bitter herbs, man. That's good stuff. Hey, do all the callers?
We got two more.
Oh, we got two. You got time for two more?
Yeah. Come on, bring them on.
All right. Come on, y'all. Bring that next call on.
You gotta eat that raw, the mustard green.
Right.
You can.
Ooh, baby, I
can't do it. It's hard for me, Dasan. It's hard, bro. Like every day, I'm cooking up greens every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you're going to cook, at least cook from the original plants. And the less you cook it, the more nutrients are still intact.
Okay. So how long would you say cook it? Because I'll use olive oil or
don't cook olive oil. That turns into a carcinogen.
Oh, I heard that.
If you're going to heat up, remember, anything you heat up at a certain heat point, the molecular structure, the molecules are going to separate, and it's going to turn into something different.
Oh, this is terrible.
So olive oil is definitely good for you if you eat it just naturally.
Right.
Or you can make a salad dressing out of it.
Right.
Or you can put it on your skin, your hair. It's great for all of that. But when you add heat to it, then it changes. Now, avocado oil, sesame oil, grapeseed oil are the ones that are supposed to be able to take more heat. Okay. Grapeseed oil, I ain't mess with it. It's hard to find grapes with seeds.
Yeah.
So, and then if you take the little tiny grape seeds, you know how many seeds you got to press to make a whole bottle of oil that you can get for $20? Something ain't adding up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
True.
That's crazy. So what would you suggest? What about coconut oil?
No, don't cook it. Same thing as olive oil. It's great for you. It's great for your teeth too. You can do oil pulling and pull all the toxins and waste out your mouth with coconut oil. Just swish around, keep it for 20 minutes a day, and then spit it out and rinse your mouth out real good, and it'll pull toxins and bacteria out of your mouth.
Okay.
But you don't want to cook with it.
Damn. I'm in trouble.
So you could use if you want like an Asian flavor, use the sesame seed oil or avocado oil.
All right, so I'll roll with that.
Sesame seed oil, avocado oil.
All right, yeah, we got to switch our pitch up. Hey, is the caller ready?
Remember, *6, caller, *6 to patch through.
*6, y'all.
Listen, you don't get this nowhere else but on the Nehemiah Squad.
That's right.
That's right, man. We appreciate
keep
you.
Keep on eating beans and broccoli. You watch till the end of the show.
Good.
That's
all right. All right.
Shalom, family.
Hey, shalom, sister. Go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is, it's a statement and a question. I have a 17-year-old who is suffering right now from some type of immune disorder, I guess, and they want to give her a spinal tap. I prefer not to do that, but I need to find out what's going on with her. And she is highly allergic to certain herbs like parsley, cilantro, like even thinking about a heavy metal detox. It's like, okay, what can we do?
So she's allergic to certain herbs. Anything else? Any other reactions or anything else happening in the body? Any skin problems or anything like that?
No, she doesn't have skin problem, but she has like muscle and bone weaknesses. Like she has body aches to the
Okay.
point where she cries every day.
Okay. So it sounds like she has an absorption issue, and that she's not like it sounds like she has like malabsorption. Now, it also depends on what she's consuming, but if we have blockages in our intestines and our kidneys, those are the two areas where the body absorbs nutrients. So for some people, we eat the foods and then it just goes right back out, and the body's not retaining anything from it. So then the bones get depleted and so on and so forth throughout the body. Is she having normal bowel movements every day? Is she going at least twice a day?
I say once. I don't say twice. I wouldn't say twice. No.
How many times does she eat a day?
She's not eating enough. She won't eat.
What does she eat typically?
She'll eat chicken, but she'll want it fried. She likes steamed vegetables, but we just found out she can't have green beans. It's so hard. Like, it's so hard. I've been struggling to try to feed her.
Mm-hmm. How does her body work with fruit?
Only strawberries she can eat, and that's off and on. Well, she can eat bananas too. The rest of them, she's having allergic reactions to them.
So when she eats like apples or anything like that, it causes a reaction.
Yeah, she's allergic to apples. She's highly allergic to apples.
What is the allergic reaction?
Her throat starts to close up. Her stomach starts to hurt. Yeah, she has anaphylactic to apples and all soy and peanuts and stuff like that.
Okay, so she definitely has a lymphatic issue for sure.
Okay.
Her lymphatic system is compromised because even when things do not resonate with our body, like I said before, we have different phenotypes. We come from different parts of the world. So if I'm from Africa and then now I'm in America, there's definitely certain foods I would never come in contact with. So it may not resonate with your body, but your body should be able to notice that and grab it and toss it out before it causes a reaction. But if that's not happening, then there's something that's clogged up or off balance somewhere. So the first thing I would do is do the kidney check. And I would definitely address her digestion and clean out her lymphatic system. But she's definitely got a lymphatic system issue. And anytime they say you have an autoimmune disease, anything dealing with the immune system is your lymphatic system.
Okay.
So I would like to help her. And I'll do a free consultation for her, and we can assess the situation and we'll fix the problem. She definitely has an absorption issue and a lymphatic issue, if not a kidney issue as well, but for sure those two.
Well, how do can I bring her to you?
You can bring her to me, or we could do it over the phone, however, whatever works best for you.
I'd rather bring her to you, so whatever you say we need, we can get.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, sis.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the call. All right. We got Dasan, we got a lot of people want to speak to you, bro. We don't want to take up all your time like that. You know what I mean?
You could go, all right. We here now. Go ahead.
All right, there you go. All right. So let me ask you one, and then we got the callers. All right. So what about any mental health disorders? Is there any? How do you deal with that as well?
Yeah. I'll start with the first brain. First brain is in your intestines, your gut. That's where your central nervous system is, and that's where that's your wire harness where all your nerves meet up that send electrical or neurological information throughout the rest of the body. So earlier in my when I first started dealing with the herbs, I was creating a lot of patches because I would naturally, based upon how I dealt with the pharmaceuticals, okay, we have an issue in the brain. So I start trying to decrease inflammation in the brain and start giving them herbs like ginkgo leaf and lion's mane and things like that, which does help with neurological activity in the brain and help to recalibrate things, along with the brain central nerve tincture that I concocted and made. And I was dealing with a lady, she had Alzheimer's and dementia. Dang. And you know, it was helping her. And she was able to start coming in the store and buying her own herbs. Her sister and her niece had to come in for her at first. But they weren't able to get the herbs. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks. And then she started reverting back, and everything just retracted all the way back to before she even started taking herbs. So I knew that I hadn't dealt with the root cause of the issue at that point. So we cleaned out her gut, gave her some Cascara Sagrada, and like blew her intestines out. And then the light bulb came back on. Wow. It was blockages in her intestines that was stopping the signals from being transferred properly. Your central nervous system controls that.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Man, so you told, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Plaque too. We get arterial plaque buildup in the brain area. So sometimes we have to do what we call a lymphatic flush. The lymphatic system goes throughout your whole entire body, but that same type of system we have in our brain area. And this is kind of why they like to remove your tonsils, because those are lymph nodes. Your lymph nodes behind your ear, behind your head.
Right.
And what we do is drain that waste from the brain by way of those lymph nodes, as well as your gallbladder. Your gallbladder helps to remove waste from the brain as well. And then we bring it into the lymphatic system and then flush it out by way of your kidneys and your colon. So that deals with autism, dementia, Alzheimer's, Down syndrome, you know.
Right, and I'm hearing about dementia coming from diabetes now. They're saying that certain diabetes is now Alzheimer's, or what they call dementia, is coming from a third form of diabetes. That's what I heard recently. I'm gonna read something real quick, because now you talking about that gut health in the gut, and it
That's
just
the
goes
stem
back
of everything.
Right, and it goes back to the eating. It goes back to a clean diet. Let me get Ciroc 37 real quick, and then I'm gonna let the callers, when we go to y'all, I'm sorry, we got to cut y'all short. Try to get it in a minute. All right, get y'all thing in, and then allow Dasan to answer y'all so we could move on to the next one. Right, so a lot of y'all in the queue. All right, so 37 and 29.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 29. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats.
Right, too greedy upon meats. Don't be sitting there eating all the meats and going crazy. Like the song was bringing out. He's saying that your system is looking to fight, but then there's a big piece of meat in there. Not to say don't eat meat, because y'all brother, I eat meat, right? But you got to know how to handle yourself. You got to eat.
We're not supposed to eat meat, though.
Well, I know you're totally against meat. You know that's going to take us about 50 years to get rid of meat out of our diet, bro. Because
we got to kill the parasites in your system.
We've been doing this for a while. No, real talk. Hey, read down to 31.
Verse 30. For excess of meats bringeth sickness.
Right. So a bad diet will bring sickness, right? They're talking about that. Meat's just talking about bad diets, bringing sickness. Go ahead.
And surfeiting will turn into choler.
Right, that's being greedy over the food. Go ahead.
By surfeiting have many perished.
Right, many have died from eating terrible and eating a lot and overeating. Right, go ahead.
But he that taketh heed prolongeth his life.
Right, but if you take heed to your diet, you're gonna prolong your life. That's what it's talking. That's what Dasan is talking about in regards to the gut health and all of that. That has a lot to do with it. All right. Hey, so the next caller. All right, get that in there quick. Get your question in there quick and give Dasan a chance to answer. We got to move on to the next.
*6 caller.
Right.
Make sure you do the *6.
Right, get that in quick. Get your question in there quick.
All right, hey, turn the volume up because we can barely hear him.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, shalom. How you doing, sis?
Okay, yes. I have a question concerning non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. What do you suggest, the herb that you suggest?
You need to take milk thistle and dandelion. Dandelion root and leaf. Those are the two best herbs for restoring the liver function.
Okay,
and the liver is actually a self-repairing organ.
Okay. So you said dandelion, and what was the first herb?
Milk thistle.
Milk thistle. Okay.
Yeah. And you also want to clean out your kidneys too. The kidneys work in conjunction with the liver as well. the liver stores and releases toxins to be removed by the kidneys and your colon.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah, that would be great. Do the milk thistle and get on a high fruit diet. Stay away from meat. Stay away from starch. Just get on a high fruit diet. Don't even eat a lot of vegetables because the liver is part of your digestive system, and eating a lot of cellulose that's contained in the vegetables will put more pressure on your digestive system. Not to say that the vegetables are bad, but when we're dealing with a problem with the digestive organ, we want to give it a break and allow for anything that gets rest can repair itself. And the liver is one of the organs in the body that can actually repair itself.
Okay. Now, when you say high fruit diet, how many fruits do you suggest?
So I would stick with the more heavier water-based ones, like watermelon's good. It's in season right now, and you want to make sure you're eating fruits that have the seeds in it, because otherwise it's not connected to nature at all. Like berries are very good. They're high in antioxidants, so they work with the body to repair. Berries and melons will be a good option.
Okay. So honeydew melons, cantaloupe.
Yeah, all of those. And with the berries, any berry except for cranberries.
Yeah,
cranberries can actually cause kidney stones.
Damn, you think
I thought they cleaned the kidneys.
That's what
Wait
I
a minute.
thought. That's what they told me.
They clean your urinary.
Yeah,
any of the other berries, but they're high level oxalate, and the oxalates cause kidney stones.
Okay. Okay. All right, sis. Thank you. All right. We got to move on to the next caller, but we appreciate you. Shalom.
Hey, Dasan, hey, you said something about the digestive system needing rest. So what you feel about fasting?
Fasting is absolutely amazing.
That's
You do 24-hour dry or water fast, your intestinal stem cells start to regenerate themselves. You do 72 hours, then your systemic stem cells start to reboot and recalibrate.
Look at that there.
All
That's
praises.
All
So fasting is imperative. I mean, when you're sleeping at night, that's when your body does most of its repair work. And that's the reason why I tell you to catch that first urine in the AM, because, well, it's real deep. Like nature has a clock that's called your circadian rhythm.
Yep.
And we have to even eat in alignment with that. Like when like 12 noon, all the plants are reaching up to the sun and grabbing that biophoton energy. So if we're going to eat anything heavy, it should be between the hours of 12 noon and when the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, your digestive system naturally turns off with the sun.
Yeah.
But if we eat something after that, then it turns your digestive system back on. And then around 8 p.m., when your body's supposed to be releasing melatonin by way of your pineal gland, which is triggered by the light and the dark. So the sun recharges your pineal gland, and it also speaks to your immune system to see what type of melatonin you need produced, because melatonin is not just a sleep agent, but it's the strongest antioxidant that's based upon or calibrated to what your body actually needs. So it's working with your immune system to attack anything that shouldn't be there and remove any kind of waste when you get up in the AM and have a bowel movement and urinate. But if you ate at 9 o'clock at night when you're supposed to be laying down by 10, then you're never going to get into your deep sleep around 2 a.m. when the body does all this regenerative and repair work. So we're aging ourselves. We're inhibiting the body from recalibrating and repairing itself. So fasting is definitely important because that's when the body does its work. Because we eating and doing all these other things, all these other tasks that we're doing throughout the day, the body has to use energy to do that. So it's able to rest and focus on what needs repair when we're fasting. So if we're able to do that in the waking hours, then the body can start focusing on repairing during that time too. When this big conglomerate of food, that's not what the body's looking for. The body's just looking to replenish those minerals that you used up when you were doing whatever it is you're doing. You could eat, sometimes I just eat sea moss. I just eat some sea moss and I'm gonna eat nothing else the whole day.
Wow. Yeah,
because the body just wants the minerals. They don't care how it gets it as long as it's getting it.
Man, hey, the Bible say a lot of what. Give me Sirach 31 and start at 19. Everything this brother just said, God Ben told us. Watch this.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 31, verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
You don't need a lot of food if you're getting a lot of nutrition.
Right.
So very little is sufficient, right? Read on.
And he fetcheth not his wind shortened up on his bed.
There go that gastric stuff, all the gas and so on and so forth. Read.
Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
Oh, so if you eating moderately, you're not eating past 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Right. You're going to find your sound sleep, right? Read on.
Right.
He riseth early, and his wits are with him.
You wake up and you alert.
Yep.
You alert, right? This all got to do with the eating, read.
But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with an unsatiable man.
Choler, pangs in the belly, so on and so forth. Those are the people that eat unsatiably, pass the time, so on and so forth, right? And we all just like really learning this stuff. Our diet as so-called black people, Hispanic people, we going Jack in the Box after the club. You know what I'm saying? We eating at all types of hours. You know, we drinking a beer, and then what come with the beer is the peanuts and the pretzels. You know, we getting fries and wings, and this is just like our American diet. You know, but the Lord telling us how to take care of our machine. It's like our instruction manual.
It's like a car, and then you have to take care of it a certain way, and what our senses give us the ability to learn. That's really what we're here for. That's what this suit is for, is to give you, when you smell something, it's going into your body and registering with your brain. When you taste something, it's going into your body and registering with your brain. When you hear something, it's going into your body and registering with your brain. When you see something, all of that is being absorbed. When you listen to something, like the right type of music, the type of TV, what you're watching on TV, even the people that you're around, you're absorbing that energy.
Man, you spitting that real. That's the real flame right there.
So when we killing parasites on the inside of our body, sometimes you need to get rid of the parasites that's around you, that's hanging around you. Somebody's just complaining to you all day and never having anything edifying to tell you. That's a parasite.
You talking real. You talking real stuff.
Man, it's a scripture for everything you just said. Exactly. We don't got time to pull
all of them. Casting out demons and stuff like that. That's the parasites. When you saying, oh, this little piece of meat ain't gonna hurt me. I could eat a donut today. That ain't gonna hurt. That's the parasite telling you that, because you wouldn't play Russian roulette with me. But how do you know when it's the last piece of chicken before you got congestive heart failure? Damn. Nobody knew that, but you playing Russian roulette every day.
Right. And it's what you said in regards to like music, bad, people talking crazy, all of that. The scriptures talk about that in 1 Corinthians 15:33. It says evil communication corrupt good manners, right? So you're going to be corrupted. You're not going to stay the course. We do have another caller, right, y'all?
We got hella.
Oh man, hey, y'all. Listen, we said a minute. Y'all gonna give y'all question, and we gonna cut y'all off. Y'all not gonna be able to talk, asking what kind of melons. Should we buy the melon off of the truck on the street or in Sprouts? No, y'all ain't gonna. No, y'all gonna ask the question and get on out of here. Go ahead. Come on, y'all.
Hey, Shalom. I just wanted to know what herbs would be good for hair loss. I got a 15-year-old son that's experiencing some hair loss.
Is it in patches?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's happening is there's waste, toxins, bacteria, possible parasites and worms, and wherever those patches are. And so back to the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are a communication center, and they will speak to your defender cells, especially like the natural killer cells. The natural killer cells don't have a mind or a brain of their own. They don't know how to think. So whenever an alarm goes off and says there's waste or toxins in this area, they just go to attack. And if the adrenal glands are under adrenal fatigue and they don't tell those natural killer cells, hey, we got some hair follicles up there, then they get knocked down as innocent bystanders. If you're hanging out with the toxins, you get knocked down too. So that's the reason. That's what alopecia is. It's in patches like that because that's where the waste accumulated, and the body sent an alarm to go attack it, and that message then go out like, hey, we got some, you doing a friendly fire here. So we end up. That's what happens.
All right.
So we need to address cleaning out his body, flush his whole system out, and we have to clean out the lymphatic system as well. Like I was telling about earlier, drain his tonsils behind his ear, behind his head, pull all that waste down into the lymphatic system, and then flush it out the body.
Damn. All right. And everybody who's calling in with questions and has asked questions earlier, stay tuned because we're going to put up all of Dasan's information at the end, so you'll be able to contact him.
Like, rosemary is good. You can make an oil out of it. Just take it and add it to some grapeseed oil, let it sit for a month, and then you can put it on there. That helps to re-stimulate hair growth, along with a lot of different other herbs as well. But you want to clean out the body first before you do that, so it can be absorbed properly.
Nice. All right. Next caller.
*6.
*6. You're going to state your question and then you're going. We got to do it, Dasan. We got to do it.
All good.
Hey, Ciroc, we good?
The friendly fire here.
Oh, there you go. Turn it up. We can't hear him.
So that's what happened. So we need.
Hey, caller, you got to turn down the show in the background. You got to turn the show down in the background.
Hey, we can't hear him. If he's talking, we can't hear him.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Hey, how you doing, sis? Shalom.
Shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Sign Christ bless. How you doing? So what's your question for Dasan?
I have a question about diverticulitis and how to prevent flare-ups.
You need slippery elm and marshmallow root. The same two digestive herbs I mentioned before. That'll help repair that, and stick with the fruits that don't cause you a reaction. Are you reacting to seeds at all? When you eat fruit, does the seeds bother you?
Oh, they might have
snipped. Oh, I think is she gone? Oh, okay. She just asked. Well, she I guess she hung up because we told her just ask the question and leave.
Okay.
All right. But again, sis, at the end you're gonna be able to contact Dasan. We're gonna have all his information, his site, everything. All right.
But any digestive issue, slippery elm and marshmallow root is the best two herbs to help repair.
All right.
So diverticulitis, Crohn's disease, IBS. Any of that.
All right, all praises. Thank you, bro. Next caller.
Yep,
Next
*6.
caller, *6. Get up in there.
Okay.
There it is.
Caller.
All right, caller.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Hey, shalom.
How would you help kids detox?
Kids?
Like, there's different foods that cause like ADHD and, different things with the brain. Like, how would you?
So you want to stay away from.
How would you help adults and kids?
Stay away from starch. Stay away from meat. Get on a high fruit diet. Eat lots of berries. To help them cleanse. We put together children's cleanses. It just kind of depends on what you're trying to cleanse. If you wanted like a parasite cleanse or something like that, we have like wormwood, black walnut hulls, clove is good. If you want to clean the colon, then slippery elm and marshmallow root are good. But children can take any of the herbs that we take. The only difference is you gotta, there's a math equation that we do based upon their weight, which would tell us how much to give them at a time. But if they shouldn't take it, we shouldn't be taking it either. They came from us.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
all praise.
All right.
That's good. That's
Yep,
good.
yep. All right, one more caller. For the other callers, we apologize. We're going to have his information up at the end. We're going to take one more caller. Get that caller. Caller, where you at?
There you go, caller.
Caller, where you at?
In the meantime, too, until they get on,
yeah,
we don't always have to take herbs either. Like if for the children, sometimes they might be bitter and they don't want to take them. Just put them on a fruit diet. The fruit is our cleansers as well. Watermelon to clean your kidneys out.
Right.
They clean your colon out too. Berries help fight. We can do it with the food also.
And where do you mix those fruits, right? The watermelons and the berries. You got to wait. You said 30 minutes between the two.
Well, if you're eating watermelon, any melons have to be eaten by themselves. You can't even mix a watermelon with a cantaloupe. So you want to eat them by themselves and then wait 30 minutes before eating anything else. And it's a little bit different. The berries, you can eat some berries and then eat something else after that. The processing rate is a little bit different.
Right. Okay.
So we'll have a fruit salad. They'll give us a fruit salad. You think you get your fruit with your vegetables. They give you the pear, the watermelon, the honeydew melon, the grapes, and a couple berries all in your bowl.
You could tell what things can be paired with each other, like an apple and a pear. They have similar texture, similar looking seeds and stuff like that. So those can be eaten together,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Citrus fruits, all the citrus, they're in their own categories, their own races.
Right. I saw something in the store. It was an apricot mixed with a plum. It's madness.
Yeah, I've been seeing stuff.
That thing was horrible, man.
It's not real. Most I didn't do that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I was trying to figure out why they was calling it I forgot the name.
A plum quat?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, "Oh, that's the name of a plum? Plum cot?" I went home. I'm like, why they looked different? Was tasting different parts? Was tasting different? Oh man, it was a bad look, man. It was a bad look. Until I went back again and I realized it was a hybrid. I'm like, come on, man. I was very disappointed, man. That was Sprouts, man. I thought they had my back. Crazy.
They just think that man just think they could do whatever.
Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, all right, last caller.
Is that
Where
last
you at?
caller on there?
Hi, shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Go ahead. You can
All
ask.
right. Okay, my question is, what can I take to dissolve gallstones and help with liver failure?
Okay, you said gallstones.
Yes.
Okay, hydrangea is a good herb. That's my go-to hops. Those are herbs that are good at breaking up calcification. And a stone is calcified waste. So when mucus, trash, and calcium mix together, then it becomes rock solid. But in order for that to have happened, you have to have either a lymphatic digestive issue or a kidney issue, because otherwise the waste would not have set long enough to be able to become calcified like that. So we gotta, before we start breaking up the calcification, you gotta deal with your digestion and your kidneys first and your lymphatic system.
All right. Very good. All right. Okay, sis. Thank you. All right.
Let me get mine out the way, man. Yeah. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to eczema, what's the best way to get rid of that thing?
So herbs to deal with the symptoms, like chickweed, lavender, are good. Stinging nettle, calendula. Those are all herbs that are good for the skin.
And are you ingesting these herbs?
But eczema and psoriasis, herpes, shingles, chickenpox, that's the body pushing toxins through the skin because you backed up. It would never use the skin to push waste through unless the kidneys, colon, or lymphatic system is not functioning properly.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only reason why it uses the skin.
All right. One more. What about autism?
That's the gut, the central nervous system, and calcification in the brain. But the root of the cause is in the intestines. That's where your central nervous system is. Gotta clear out the gut and change the diet.
Clear out the gut, change the diet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you could take like almond oil is a good lymphatic mover. And then like ginkgo leaf is good, lion's mane mushroom is good, gotu kola is good, rosemary is good. These are all herbs that's good at re-stimulating neurological activity in the brain. And then cascara sagrada, slippery elm marshmallow root, rhubarb root, gentian root, yellow dock. These are all herbs that are good at clearing out the gut and the intestines. And then you need like bugleweed, elderberry, burdock root. A lot of these herbs help to re-stimulate the central nervous system. Lavender.
Okay. And how long do you take
lemon
these?
balm.
How long do you supposed to do it? I know it probably varies for different people.
Well, yeah, it depends on the situation and how much clogging and that we're dealing with. If their intestines are severely backed up, then it might take longer than somebody else who just has mild obstruction. Or one person might it just be the gut, and somebody else their kidneys is backed up as well. So it just kind of depends. Mm-hmm. And then some of these things too, all these different organs that we have in the body have different emotions and spiritual attachments as well. So sometimes it's something spiritual or emotional can manifest itself in a disease reaction. So it's not always what we ate either.
Right. That's real talk.
True.
That's real talk.
That's true.
And it was something I meant to ask you earlier because we were asking about the sisters with fibroids and breast cancer stuff, but we never touched on because I saw that was part of your thing too, as well as the prostate. For men. Yeah.
So soy will cause prostate issue. I get a lot of people that come in, they're under 30 years old and have erectile dysfunction. And so one thing that happens is when we conceive, some women choose not to breastfeed, or some of them, may already be diseased themselves, so they're on medication and they can't breastfeed, and they want to go to something more healthy. Instead of giving them the regular Similac, then they get the soy Similac, and then the soy has estrogen in there, which is a feminine hormone, which also can halt the development of the prostate. So they already preconceived to have an erectile dysfunction, especially if they come out the womb and then they're starting to eat the meats and the starches and the sugars and all the things that contribute to prostate issues. Then it just gets worse and worse and worse. And then we are inflamed. And then, we have urinary issues. We can't, function as we should. So staying away from soy is one thing. You got to just stay away from the meat. The meat definitely contributes to prostate issues. Sugar is like cocaine. If you compare it on a periodic table to cocaine, it's only missing the hydrogen element, and it's more addictive. Wow. They did a study with rats, and they had them eating the food first, and then they put cocaine in there, and they wasn't eating no food. They was going straight to the cocaine. They put the sugar in there. It was going to the sugar, leaving the cocaine and the food alone.
Damn. Where can I find that at? I want to watch that.
We got to.
Yeah. The cane sugar they take, it's the refinement machine. They take the sugar cane and then it chews it up like your mouth, and then it creates fake enzymes to strip all the nutrients out of it, and then the only things left is that sugary, sweet tasting substance that hits your reward center to give you all that dopamine. But
wow,
it's worthless.
Damn. All right. Hey, so you know what? Bruh, listen, all we could do is say thank you very much, man, for your time, man. All praises, man. Hey, before you go, please bring up number 12 so we can bring up Dasan's information, his website, his contact, and all of that. Let's bring that up. Number 12. Sir. Make that big, all right? So this is called Natrully Herbs and More. All right, scroll down, y'all. All right. Scroll. So there goes his address right there for those of y'all who are in the area. All right. It's 4113 McDonald Avenue, Richmond, Cali. That's in the Bay. All y'all who's in Oakland and all the surrounding areas, y'all know where that's at. What?
Dasan, they about to start blowing your phone up, bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we don't go back to
I would say this, one of the biggest issues for people is the digestion and herpes too. I do consults every single day, and out of every 3 people, at least one, if not all 3 of them, have some form of HSV.
HSV?
That's herpes.
Yeah.
Herpes. Okay, yes. Right. Damn, that's heavy. Yeah. And we went over that. We had a nurse on a few weeks ago. Yep. And she was saying it was very, very high in our people.
Yeah. Almost every two people almost.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Hey, so y'all see what it is, right? Matthias, just read. Please leave it up. Why would you take it down? Go ahead. Just read that stuff.
Natrully Herbs and More. The address is 4113 McDonald Avenue, Richmond, California, 94805. Number is 510-424-9206. Email is naturallyherbs@gmail.com.
Right. And he's open every day, Monday through Sunday. I said, damn. I said he open every day from 11 to 8. On Monday is till 6.
Well, it's actually 11 to 6 on Monday and then 11 to 7. All the rest
11 to 7. All right.
Yeah, that's incorrect right there.
Okay. So it's 11 to 7, y'all. So the best thing to do, mostly everybody who's watching, give him a call, email him. As you can see, the brother's very gracious with his time tonight. So clearly he's going to get back to you. And this way y'all can have a real consultation and a better conversation with him and go more in depth. You know,
yeah, it's best to give us a call and then instead of texting or emailing, because we get a lot of emails and text messages. It's best to give us a call and then we can send you the consultation link. Or if you go on our Instagram, the link is in the bio.
Pull up the Instagram. Pull up his Instagram.
Do we have the Instagram?
It's if you just put in NATRULLY, you'll see it with the purple flower.
Okay.
Pull it up for the people, man. We got to get the people in contact.
Oh, there you go.
There
All right.
it is.
All right. Finally, y'all quick. All right. So that's
don't
the IG.
Leave no DMs. Please read. Please read. Don't leave DMs.
Yeah.
You got questions, then call.
Right.
Call between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Right.
Don't leave DMs.
Right.
If you leave DMs, we gotta lay hands on them.
Look. One of our guys is already following it. Look, Kimuel the Knight.
Oh, he in there?
Yeah, he's already there. Look, he one of the followers.
Man, he pushed it quick.
Yeah, no, because we had a good amount of people that have gone to Dasan. You know what I mean? That's how we found out. They were like, oh man, I got a cleanse. They've been doing a tea fat, like they've been drinking some tea. Dasan, I don't know what it is, but it's like some black tea or something. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
That's probably either a heavy metal detox or a parasite cleanse.
Right, and that thing was the.
Everybody has to start, no matter what cleanse we doing. They starting with a parasite cleanse.
Man, they be crying, bro. When you gave them that cleanse, all they was doing was crying. Some of them was like, I can't do it, but they wound up doing it.
Yeah,
they wound up doing it.
Yeah, if you get past the parasites, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
they start tripping, making you crave what you shouldn't be eating.
Yep. So, Dasan, hey, bro, thank you a lot. Hey, you know what? We're gonna come by, man. We're gonna try to do a follow up with you.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Bring the camera through and just talk to you in house. But a lot of our people are interested, and they're gonna be coming down there for sure. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
Yeah, let's get everybody healed.
Yeah, for real, man. Thank you again. All right. So shalom to you, bro. We're gonna speak to you again. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we understand there was a lot of y'all that wanted y'all questions answered.
Right.
Man, we gonna follow up with bruh, man.
Yes. Absolutely. You know, we're going to have to take questions a little bit earlier because y'all tend to call towards the end. And I know why they doing that because it makes sense, right? We getting towards the end of the interview, and then they figure they could call at that time. But then we still on the schedule, y'all. We can't just be here all night. Because if we'd have took all the calls, we probably would have been here till like 11-something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So excuse us for that, but we'll get y'all on the next one. All right? Follow up with the brother. And, yeah, man. Hey, so let's throw up the thumbnail for next week. Oh, yeah, before we do that.
Bing!
Hey, donate to the Booster Club, all right? The Isaiah 11:11 project, all right? We all over the world gathering the 12 tribes. You already know what it is, all right? But we need y'all help, all right? Sending that money helps us with flights, hotels, food, and all of that, all right? All praises. Come on. All right? And save a couple of nickels for us, all right? So we get this better phone system going in here.
No, listen, look at the caliber shows we having, y'all.
Man,
y'all got to put them quarters together so we can get it in order.
Yeah.
We need to buy a new IT team. We need to buy. I'm just playing IT. Y'all know I love y'all, but we need to buy a new IT team. All right.
All praises, man. The broadcast team, they trying to do their thing. All right, but hey, save a couple quarters and give it to us. They go to pay the QR code for the PayPal. All right, and If y'all can't use that, then iuic.norcal@israelunite.org.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so next week, all right, we got police brutality exposed inside the fight for injustice. So this brother right here, we're going to have on Stevante Clark. He's going to come on and discuss the murder of his brother by the police and what he did and the work that he put in to change certain laws. Is going to be very interesting. Y'all going to definitely want to be on for that. It's going to be heavy, yeah.
Clark brother.
That exactly.
Yeah, we talked to him a while back when it happened. You know,
right?
We was there. We was there. We showed up. We and spoke.
Okay,
remember that, brother. You know,
all praises. Yep. So he's gonna be coming on and he gonna be spitting some flames. So y'all want to definitely be here. You know. So with that. If we don't have nothing else, Officer Shim, take us out, bro.
All right, man. You know what time it is, man. Do the thing, man.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 21. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
Y'all know what time it is, man. If you keep on doing this, we gotta lay hands on you. If you don't donate here to the Booster Club, then we gotta lay hands on you. If you don't save a quarter to give to us, the Nehemia Squad, then we gotta lay hands on you. If you keep on eating that bad stuff, them beans,
that broccoli,
that bologna, that broccoli, then we gotta lay hands on you. You name it. We gotta lay hands on you. Hey, yo, y'all just tuned in to the Fire Show. This is the Nehemia Squad.
Yes, sir.
We are your hosts. I'm Officer Shim. That's Captain Sakai. That's Officer Judah.
Yeah.
We out.
Yes, sir. Most High in Christ bless y'all. Shalom.
Even the evenings, spend holy days away from the heathen. I need a break. I don't need a reason. I need a script. I don't need a reason. Keep it to yourself. It's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight and tonight, knowing the price, pay it off with my life. Put it out with your life. Do it all for the Christ, and he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. If that's on occasion, it's the strangeness of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them terrorists coming invasion since the creation. War, mine, Lord, bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, buddy, cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish. Whoa. Said he won't woke, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
I can't wait for our kingdom to start and for there to be finished. Get rid of all of their idols and lying religions. Look for the crown like an Edris. Hey, this that crown talk. Wisdom of Solomon 5 talk. This that second Edris 6 and 9. We want eyes talk. It's your time to end and my time again. It's our time to win. Away with the sin. You know what it is. Rejoice with my kin. See that is why we repented. Go to streets, I can see myself in it. The city is bright, the kingdom of light. A wonderful sight past the angels, the inner light. I need 1,000 years of labor. Sit on my throne with my savior. Try to know wine, press alone. He bring pain like major. You think the nations is equal to us? TK Kirkland, who raised you? Flex on occasion, my God a racist. That's why we moving with patience. It's been a long time coming. I spent my whole life running. Now that I'm 10 toes down and established my faith on 100. Woe to the nations, my king will race them. You know they gotta be punished. Jeremiah 25. Yeah, you know they gon' fry. Whoa. Said he won't woke, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown.